Welcome back, everybody. We are here in 2026 with our first patch notes of the year for Heroes of the Storm. PTR patch notes dropping this Wednesday? It's Wednesday, right? It's Wednesday morning, January 14, 2026. Let's dive into the patch notes. And yes, hello, YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. We do add Heroes casting on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The YouTube channel is a great place to catch all the VODs that you might have missed from live stuff. Obviously, this is live currently on Twitch, where you should be following and subbing as well. When is day? Alright, so PTR patch notes. General. All quests that can lose stacks will never cause the player to fall below the milestone thresholds. We know that, but there's some verbiage on some of the... There's some verbiage here that is slightly unclear. What is it, like... Thrall's Crash Lightning, I think, doesn't mention that you can't lose your milestones, but yeah. Oh, no, and I think it's the false stat Q, actually. All quests that can lose stacks will never cause the player to fall below the milestone thresholds. Pinnacle rewards are now named Mythic rewards to give a more Blizzard feel. So mythic-y. I kind of liked Pinnacle, to be honest. The following summon units now lose health each second. Demon Lieutenants, Demon Warriors, Gargantuan Hydralisk Roaches, Rocket Turrets, Rush Zombies, so that's the talent from Nazebo, Scarabs, Treants, Tumors, Water Elementals. Total health and duration of these summon units have been adjusted to compensate for this. Bro, that's actually... that's kind of wild, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually kind of wild. Structures now prioritize summon units when there are no remaining minions. Okay. Summon units no longer take half damage from structures. That's actually massive. Asmo nerf? A lot of nerfs. I'm assuming the tumors are Zagara. Or creep tumors. I'm assuming. That's what my brain goes to. XP glow pickup now sound is now also played when killing a minion that instantly yields XP. Updated home screen and start music. That's what? Well then. Map updates. Watchtowers will now reset to neutral after 45 seconds of not being occupied. Why? Why? Like, that kind of... Well, Sky Foundry, Triglaw Protector bonus damage and cooldown speed increase from 25% to 40% when 2 players are inside. Triglaw buff. Warhead Junction. The burn duration is now displayed on the structure affected by Warhead. Okay, cool. That's actually kind of crazy of a nerf buff for Volskaya, though. Balance updates. Azmodan. Oh, if his summonables being destroyed wasn't enough, let's further change him. My boy. I don't know what they've done, but I'm just nervous. Summon Demon Warrior W baseline. Demon Warrior damage increased from 32 to 83, now half damage to heroes. Demon Warriors no longer have duration, but lose 26 health every second. Demon Warriors no longer have immolation, and now has 2 charges. Demon Warriors now deal increased damage. It's a significant damage buff. Half damage to heroes. No longer have a duration, but lose... Okay. So the duration is basically set on their health, I guess. Level 1, Globe of Annihilation. Talent now deals 50% damage to non-heroes. Upon reaching 225 Annihilation, Globe of Annihilation no longer deals reduced damage to non-heroes. I'm assuming this is baseline. This is the baseline. It's not a level 1. Because Wrath now provides 1 stack for every 2 basic attacks against a structure or hero. Level 7, Art of Chaos. Oh, wait, so... They didn't change anything at level 4. So, with 2 charges, the shield talent at level 4 will be, like, really strong, I feel. New level 20. Slow down. Slow down. We're not there yet, okay? I know you're excited. Let me get there. Art of Chaos. Chat reading faster than me. Art of Chaos. Extra Annihilation. Amount reduced from 4 to 2. Bombardment. Amount of time bombardment lasts reduced from 4 to 3. Wasn't it actually buffed from 3 to 4 a while ago? Massive Destruction. Amount of Annihilation granted reduced from 2 to 1. Okay. Hell Rift level 13. Damage bonus reduced from 75 to 30. What? My Hell Rift. My beautiful, beautiful Hell Rift. Which wasn't Hell Rift at 16? Wasn't Hell Rift at 16? Am I crazy? Because I thought you had like Caduceus Kiss and stuff at level 30. This is my EU account, okay? I don't smurf. This is my EU account. That's why there's nothing on it, okay? Don't judge me. Yeah, the Hell Rift is level 16. It's, once again, Caduceus Kiss. Okay, yeah, good thing, okay, that's what I thought. Level 20. Inescapable Annihilation. New Globe of Annihilation has unlimited range. Pride moved to baseline. Now requires 450 stacks. Huh. That seems really cool. Deathwing! We do have to go a little fast because I do have to do a scrimcast in 19 minutes, but we'll get through the patch either way. Deathwing, attack damage decreased from 155 to 110. Baseline. Form switch. Active ability removed. Deathwing now switches form solely from landing? That seems awful. So I have to, if I don't want to be in Worldbreaker, I have to take flight then land to change my form. I don't like that at all. Cataclysm E, new quest. Damage heroes with molten flame. That's the flame breath, the flame puke. To gain one, that sounds awful. To gain 1 stack. Gain 50 stacks for killing a hero. Mythic reward upon reaching 2,000 stacks. Cataclysm now deals 2,500% damage to structures and minions. Wow. Onslaught E, bonus damage increased from 72 to 120. Damage increased from 38 to 68. Earth Shatter E, cast time reduced from 1 second to 0.75 seconds. Energy cost increased from 25 to 30. Molten Flame Q, base damage per second reduced from 21 to 19. Incinerate W, cooldown reduced from increased from 4 to 6 seconds. Energy cost increased from 20 to 30. And the slow increased by 4% from 12 to 16. Lava Burst W on the baseline. Cast time reduced from 1 second to 0.75. Cooldown increased from 6 to 9 seconds. Nice. Energy costs increased from 15 to 25. Explosion damage increased from 30 to 35. Explosion damage over time increased from 6 to 7. Slow increased from 35 to 45%. Dragonflight Z, cooldown delay after dealing or taking damage increased from 4 to 6 seconds. So not only can you not change on the ground, you have... Okay. But granted, though, of course, there is this. Yeah, I was expecting this one here. Cooldown reduced from 45 to 15 seconds on the Z. So, I mean, I guess that there's that, but still not crazy about it. Level 1 Dragon Soul for Deathwing. Healing increased from 75, 150 to 100, 200. Okay. And 25% buff on the first and 50 on the second. Heat Wave, damage over time increased from 6 to 9. Damage over time stacks reduced from 4 to 3. Initial damage bonus increased from 125 to 150. For the level 7 Firestorm, damage increased from 70 to 77. No longer reduces the cooldown of Dragonflight. I mean, it makes sense if there's that change there, I guess. Level 13 Fire and Fury, damage bonus increased from 30 to 40%. I don't know, man. I gotta see how this actually looks. This will be interesting for sure, to say the least. Falstad, I did see. All right, Lightning Rod, range reduced by 0.5. Time between strikes increased from 0.8 to 0.9 seconds. Okay. Further ruin W. Guys, why is no one taking W? I don't know. Frostbite Jaina. For those who are about to comment on YouTube, it's not very good in competitive. Maybe it dominates your Storm League games when people are AFK mentally, but in the actual true competitive games where we get like tournament stuff, it's not very good. It's not very good. Once again, it's not very good. Frostbite for Jaina. Her trait. New quest. Deal ability damage to heroes upon reaching 12,000 damage. Unlock the improved ice block, which we've already had, which allows Jaina to become temporarily invulnerable. Mythic reward. Upon dealing 30,000 damage, ice block upgrades to ice cold, granting Jaina protected instead of stasis. Interesting. So she's not going to be... Huh. Interesting. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of just like the ice block the way it is. Yeah, the way that I interpret it, Darkseer, is exactly that. So she can run away. Hmm. 30k is a lot. I mean, it's 30k damage. Late game Jaina feels doable. Shy!
Yes!
Congratulations on your watch streak. Level 7 for the Jaina. Ice Lance. Cooldown reduction increased from 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds. Numbing Blast at level 16. Stun duration reduced from 1 to 0.75. Winter Mute level 20. Water Elemental cast range and damage bonus decreased from 50 to 40%. Not crazy about it, but no. Kael'thas, level 1 Convection. Increase reward damage and health from 150 damage and 50 health to 200 damage and 100 health. I don't know if anyone's going to still take Convection, but good attempt. Muradin! I know chat was excited about this one already. I did see something already mentioned, but let's take a look here and see. Muradin, Stormbolt, baseline, quest, Q. Perfect Storm quest removed. New quest, basic attack, heroes, basic attack heroes affected by slow or stuns. Slow provides 1 stack, stuns provides 2 stacks. At 35 stacks, Stormbolt pierces to an... But, like, the reason that we got rid of that whole level 1 is so that Muradins don't sit there and basically try and get their quest done as fast as possible. Like, the old quest was... I'm not even done reading this and I hate it. I'm like, the whole change to have it being baseline was the best, because in the past we used to have this be a questing talent and it really forced Muradins to like misplay, misposition, die early. Anyone got the link? I got you, bud. I don't like it already, and I haven't finished reading it. Stormbolt pierces an additional target. The Muradin basic attack reduced the cooldown of Stormbolt by 0.5 seconds. Mythic reward. At 150 stacks, the Stormbolt range is increased by 50%, and its width increased by 100, and now pierces all targets. This one? Wasn't it already 0.7? I read it out loud, and then I was like, wait a minute, is that right? Numbing Blast chilled for 1 second. Okay, it is that. Oh, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. It's not a stun. It's a root. Yeah. I read it wrong, and I was so focused on the time. But yeah. It's not. Yeah, you're right. Well, there was a typo already on Azmodan. They said Hell Rift is at level 13. So there's that as well. Also, this is probably supposed to be in base, not talents. So there's a few things that I've already caught here and there. So I'm going to safely assume it is... Ooh, Murky. I'm going to safely assume it's a typo. Yeah, Hell Rift is not 13 for sure. Okay, Muradin. Going back to this, we talked about the baseline stuff. Level 1 Dwarf Block. Block charges reduced from 4 to 3. Give him Axe. Moved from level 7 to level 1. Okay. Sledgehammer, level 4. No longer increases Stormbolt cooldown reduction. Now increases Stormbolt damage to non-heroes by 500%. Wasn't it like 300 before? I do need to get through these patch notes, though. We do have a quest coming, or a cast coming up. 350 before, okay. Anyways, let's focus in here. Sledgehammer, level 7 Perfect Storm. New, if a enemy hero with Stormbolt dies within 3 seconds, reset its cooldown. Okay. Dwarf Launch, level 16, range bonus reduced from 40 to 30%. Murky. Oh, yeah, Azul rules there. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Murky. Murky now gains 35% shield for 10 seconds upon reviving. So this is baseline. Egg now regenerates quickly instead of having a shield. So they got rid of the shield that they added and gave it regen on health. Slime Q now applies its debuff to structures. Now deals 50% damage to structures. Pufferfish W, damage reduced by 20%. Detonation time reduced from 3 to 2.75 seconds. New quest, baseline apparently. Hit heroes affected by slime with Pufferfish provide 1 stack per minion, 5 stacks per hero or structures hit. At 100 stacks, basic attacks now deal full damage to structures. Mythic reward at 200 stacks, Murky gains 50% health and increase in size. So you just get big Kahuna Tuna. I wonder if they took it out. We'll find out as we read the patch notes. Level 1, Egg Hunt. Talent removed. Shell Game is the new one, with Murky can now place 2 eggs, but randomly revives from one of them. Increases the cooldown of placing an egg to 30 seconds and goes off cooldown if the egg dies. March of Murloc, damage reduced, or increased by 4%. Let's go. Let's march them. Eggshell, level 13 rework. Murky gains a shield equal to 35% of his health upon placing an egg or when one of his eggs dies. Fish Tank, healing reduced from 25 to 20%. Wrath of Cod, damage over time reduced from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. Level 20 Big Tuna is removed. I was wondering. Faster Fish, new. Pufferfish detonates 80% faster. Anybody have the math on what is 80% faster of 2.75 seconds? Anybody, any mathematicians in chat who can do that one for us real fast so we can just be curious? Also good to see you, Miller. How have you been? Just curious if anyone has the fast math on that. Even if you're, like, rounding, I'm just curious. About 0.6, 0.8 seconds, roughly? Dang. We don't have time for that math bot. You gotta cast soon. You didn't need a kappa there. You are kind of correct. Making Inky a level 20 cooldown reduction reduced from 2 seconds to 1.5. Never-ending Murlocs no longer deals reduced damage to structures. Calculator says 0.55, 0.55. Thank you. That is actually really quick. Half a second, just about. Sylvanas, level 4 Mercenary Queen, now also causes Sylvanas basic attacks to instantly apply 3 stacks of Black Arrow to Mercs. That seems pretty good. Thrall, basic attack damage decreased from 173 to 167. Level 1 Crash Lightning, Mythic Reward, damage bonus increased from 270 to 325. So we're looking at a 595 total, because I think the first is 270, then we're getting 325. Echo the Elements, Mythic Reward now also allows Chain Lightning to bounce back to the same target. Interesting, okay. Tyrande! Mana cost reduced from 500 to 450. Sorry, no, not mana cost, sorry. Tyrande, mana, baseline, reduced from 500 to 450. Lunar Flare E, new quest, hitting a hero with Lunar Flare increases its damage by 5% up to 250. After hitting 10 heroes, increase the Lunar Flare range by 30%. After hitting 20 heroes, Sentinel now pierces the first hero hit. Mythic Reward, after hitting 50 heroes, Tyrande's basic attacks occasionally trigger a Lunar Flare. Now restores 25 mana per enemy hero hit. I mean, I rarely see people hit 30, so 50 is that's a big one. Moonlit Arrow, level 1. For Tyrande, cooldown reduction reduced from 0.75 to 0.5 seconds. Move talent from level 7 to level 1. True Shot Aura no longer passively increases Tyrande's attack damage, now also applies to Tyrande upon activation. Level 7 Elun's Gift, new, grants 20% spell power for 10 seconds after hitting an enemy with Lunar Flare. Okay. Commander of Sentinels, new, Sentinel now has an additional charge. Oh, Kaimo trips and retired way too early. Let's see. Quickly, we're gonna sprint through the bugs, okay? Known issues and bug fixes. Known issues. Jaina, Ice Cold, tooltip is incorrect, resetting Jaina talent. Finishes request. Resetting Jaina's talents after finishing your quest causes issues. Resetting Julian talents does not reset cap. So that's like a try mode thing. Bug fixes for Alarak. Deadly charge. Fix an issue that caused Alarak deadly charge to not activate by clicking the left mouse button if it occupies the trait slot. Ana, aim down sights can now be toggled while affected by a silencing effect. Sorry. Jaina Frostbolt Q. Fixed an issue that caused Jaina's Frostbolt to not have its model updated by Dreadlord Jaina or Lunar Jaina. Orphea level 4 Allegrissimo is fixed an issue that caused Allegrissimo cooldown reduction to not be granted while hitting when hitting a hero at Shadow Waltz's end. And Sylvanas base possession 1, fixed possession not showing in the quick cast menu settings, fixed possession not correctly affected by cooldown reductions affected granted by allies. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so more cooldown stuff. All right, well, that is going to be your first patch notes of the year for January 2026 for Heroes of the Storm. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you have any opinions, be sure to leave them in the YouTube comments. Thank you for hanging out here on Twitch. If you're watching over on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I have opinions. Oh, I think we've got a lot of opinions that we're going to talk about, but I need to get this up on YouTube. I'll see all of you in the Nexus for more future patch notes and more casting, and I'll see you here on twitch.tv/Bahamut Gaming for casting coming up in about 5 minutes. Bye-bye.